Deformities from birth kept Brian in constant pain, and seizures kept him in a wheelchair. After medical treatments failed and Brian had his fill of experimental treatments, he tried an ancient healing technique. Now that treatment did what years of Western medicine could not. Recent high school graduate Brian Markowski is on his way to his first job, something Brian thought would never be possible.
I was in a wheelchair, and I was having a very bad time with pain.
Severe pain due to a hip deformity and powerful seizures related to cerebral palsy kept Brian wheelchair bound.
My whole body would shake, and people would have to hold me down, you know, because I kept on flipping around. It was like a fish on dry land.
It was a very painful thing to watch. I have been up with Brian for 3 or 4 hours at a time.
For 9 years, Brian's doctors tried everything they could think of, even experimental treatments to help him.
Pain medications, nerve blocks, cortisone injections, and traction, and a lot of things didn't work. They ran testing and all that. And if they did something that did work, it only worked for a day, you know, and I would just be back, sometimes worse than I was.
Okay, show me all time.
In desperation, Brian's mom took him to see Zhlang Ho, a doctor of Oriental medicine.
When Dr. Ho did his 5 needles, if I hadn't been sitting there and watching it, I would not have believed it would work that well. I mean, within 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I mean, this child just calmed.
Dr. Ho calmed Brian's seizures and eased his pain with acupuncture. He says the needles unblocked the stagnant energy or chi in Brian's body. Brian felt better immediately. 2 weeks after his first acupuncture treatment, Brian was able to walk. The pain and seizures vanished.
It's hard to explain, you know. No words can really define it. I mean, it's just, I guess, relief and happiness, of course, but more of a relief thing, you know.
It's been 5 months, and today Brian is putting his wheelchair away for good.
Brian Alphonse Markowski.
Earlier this summer, he walked across the stage to receive his high school diploma.
That was a dream and a wish, and when I finally did it, it was like, wow, I'm actually doing it, you know? I'm actually, instead of wheeling across there, being carried across there, I'm actually walking across there. It was a great feeling, another undescribable, undefinable feeling.
Like Western doctors, Chinese doctors don't have all the answers. But as far as Brian is concerned, they passed the test. Dr. Ho says Brian should be just fine. He will not need any more acupuncture. Chinese medicine, unlike Western medicine, treats the whole body. It's been used for thousands of years to treat just about everything under the sun. And over the last several years, Western doctors have referred their patients to Oriental medical doctors when their treatments fail. David and Leslie.
Impressive.